Welcome back to the show. I'm joined by Simon in English. He works for the Evening Standard. Simon, welcome to the show. Marks and Spencer's due to report tomorrow. Is it going to be a dog?
Well, you'd think so, partly just because of how much effort the company seems to have put into preparing everybody for the likelihood that they're rubbish. So it's half-year results. You'd think that they'd say again, clothes shares are down, the share of the women's clothing market is down. They've lost some high-profile fashion people recently, which just suggests that they were aware that things aren't going that well. And you've got a relatively new chief executive, Steve Rowe, who's desperately trying to claw this thing back. Now, if you were him, what you'd look to do in these circumstances is make sure everyone's ready for this to be terrible. And then when it's a bit less than terrible, we can, say, well, it's not that bad.
But there was rumours last week of Marks and Spencer's sign up with Next. We've obviously gone into a set of numbers. We look at the high street. Everything is about online. How many people do you know walk into Marks and Spencer's now, buy themselves a ready meal and or a pair of shorts?
Well, I don't know any. I mean, the ready meal, loads of people do that. And the M&S nearest me, the food bit's brilliant. It's a really great place to get a lunch or pick up something nice for dinner. If you look around the clothes arm occasionally, and I'm not a snappy dresser, still you look at it and go, it's boring, it's clothes for old people. Yeah. And even old people don't want to dress like old people anymore. It just feels like they've been behind the times for 10 years and they're getting worse.
So into these numbers, would you go short? Would you be long? Would you be flat?
Good, yeah. Well, it's Tuesday afternoon. I'd quite like to short them, but I suspect that they might have played the expectations game well enough that unless the numbers tomorrow are completely spectacularly awful, you might even see a bit of a
relief rally.
You might see that. I know your desire is to short everything.
Yeah, historically.
My advice would be wait a minute.
Simon, thank you very much indeed.